Forward Business Design. I am Lee Wilson, your high performance coach. You have so much talent. You're continually raising your skill sets, and I know that because you're here today watching or listening to me. If you have not checked into the previous 3 weeks, I encourage you to go back and listen, as I've been giving you some great ways for you to level up both your personal life and your business life. We all know that there's no quick fixes, and commitment and consistency is the name of the game. But what I do know is if you do these things, you will not even recognize your business 30 days from now, as you'll be firing on all cylinders and amazed at how content you're feeling with how things are running. You'll feel in so much more control of your time than you likely have in a very long time. So today we're going to venture into an area that can really be a boost to your overall business success. This has become more and more in the forefront over the past 3 to 5 years, as technology and social media have really gone crazy. What I'm talking about has nothing to do with either of those. So then why did I bring them up? Because technology and social media have once again stepped it up and driven society even further into a cold, non-communicative state. And what I want you to do is go back in time and look at how people got business. They met strangers. They formed friendships based on trust and integrity. They shook hands and met for drinks or even on the golf course. They networked. So I want to share something with you. My grandfather was a developer in a small town of about 35,000 people back in Washington State, back in the 70s. He also owned the mortgage company and the title company. So as you can imagine, he was fairly influential in his khaki pants, his short sleeve button down shirt, never complete without the cardigan sweater with patches on the elbows. Oh yes, and slippers. Well, fast forward to 1999. My grandfather had since passed away, as we lost him when I was 8. I was at a New Year's Eve party at my in-laws' house in Newport, Oregon. I was talking to a gentleman that I had never met, and we were telling each other about our history. And he started putting 2 and 2 together. And all of a sudden, he blurted out, "Oh my God, you're Charlie Brown." Well, Charlie Brown, or Brown, was short for the nickname my family had called me when I was very, very young. And trust me, I didn't spread it very far. I was taken aback, as you can imagine. As it turns out, years earlier, he needed a loan for a home. And no bank would lend to him. Yet when he met my grandfather, he took a chance and personally loaned to this young man at the time. As he told me the story, he literally had tears in his eyes. He said, "Your grandpa trusted me and took a chance when others would not. I owed him everything, and I've never forgotten what he did for me. I will never forget him." There are so many lessons in that, but the one I wanted you to hear was the one about relationships. That story never would have happened if people didn't meet, relate, and trust. You couldn't have done that one on Zoom. The one piece that I left out was that he remembered me because my grandfather would take me to the men's bar at the Elks. Yeah, that was a thing then. And that was when I was like 2. And I would walk up and down the bar and snag the maraschino cherries out of everyone's drinks. Hey, everyone has a story. Mine started at a bar. Remember, no judgment. All right, now that we have gotten used to all the cool toys and new ways to communicate, it's just not as sexy as it used to be to have the latest way to not have to meet with people. Relationships were built around conversations and activities. Have you noticed that people are yearning for that again? One of the most important pieces of life, whether it be for personal or business growth, is the ability to feel comfortable talking and meeting with people. The one thing that technology cannot replace is true human interaction that face-to-face conversations provide. So how do you get started, and where are the best places? We're going to go through 3 ways to help you find your fit. Now, if socializing is uncomfortable for you and you're the type that prefers to hang out in the corner, then I want you to look at this as an opportunity to grow and perfect a new skill. You have to be uncomfortable to grow. It's that simple. People are discovering that they are doing things that they love to do while they're building their circle of influence that's going to launch their business to the next level. Don't be afraid of something that's going to make you better. This is your chance to rock the stage. You know what they say, fake it till you make it. No one knows you're terrified but you. All right, onward, let's get networking. Number 1, I want you to research for groups that are looking for a variety of industries. You may have heard them referred to as leads group. B&I is one that comes top of mind. Now, I will tell you that you may have to try out a few groups before you find one that's a good fit for you. The energy of the people in the group is critical. Groups can get stale if they've been around for a long time or cliquey, so make sure the energy is what you're looking for. These groups typically meet once a week and learn about each other and their businesses in hopes of exchanging referrals. I find these groups to be very transactional based as opposed to relationship, although friendships do evolve and trust is established. You just really need to jump in and try and see if it provides you with the opportunity to reach your goals. Number 2, social and recreational groups. This could include civic groups as well. Back to my grandfather, I bet he met that guy at the Elks and they became friends. Those groups include Rotary, Kiwanis, well, I don't know if there's still moose out there, but anyway, this is such a fun way to meet people that love to do what you do and hang out in the places that you want to. There are groups for everything that you could think of, and many that you never would have even imagined, and you may not want to imagine. If you can think of it, there is a group out there that gets together, does it, and gets excited about it. For example, we're car people, specifically Porsches. So we're part of the local and national Porsche club that gets together for drives and trips and social outings. Obviously, this is not a business-centered group, but I can tell you that business has come from it time and time again as we spend time together and learn what everybody does. It's so easy to get and give business to people that you already know, care for, and trust. Another way to do this is through meetup groups. If you're not aware of an existing group that revolves around your interests, I bet there's a meetup group out there. You can easily find this online as meetup groups are in all cities around the nation and probably the world. If you don't find one, you can even create your own. You're the host. People will join your group. Now you're leader. Number 3, this is a great one as we know that we are most likely to be influenced by the 5 people that we hang out with most. So that being said, who do you want to learn from, emulate, or be mentored by? I want you to make a list of a dozen people that you would love to meet and have coffee with because maybe they do what you want to do or even what you're already doing, but they do it at such a high level that it'll be so amazing to share time with them. Don't be shy. Put people on the list that you're certain there is no way they would ever take the time to meet with you. You might be surprised what you can accomplish if you present yourself well and you're genuine. Amazing people that are high achievers are typically givers, teachers, and coaches as well. Be purposeful and truthful about your intentions, and you may get that meeting that you never thought possible. By meeting this group of people and keeping an open mind that is ready to soak up whatever you can, you're going to gain confidence and knowledge that you never had before, which has the potential to lift you to levels that only you envisioned. Someday you're going to be on somebody's list that they want to have coffee with you. If you expand your way of thinking and you're very purposeful about putting yourself in the path of opportunity, you will never be short of new friends and acquaintances to share your experience and knowledge with. I am sure you know the guy that knows literally everyone in town and what they do. He is the one that is always there saying, hey, yeah, I know a guy for that, or I've got the perfect business to refer you to. That's not by accident. He's made it his job to meet people and add value to not only his business, but everyone around him. So I hope this has proven helpful and gets your mental juices flowing in a way that will lead to further success. I hope you took a ton of notes. You're strong, you're brilliant, and you are going to do amazing things. So please like and share this with 3 others that are looking to improve their success and their happiness. And of course, as always, remember, it is your choice to focus forward.
Let's be revolutionary. Yeah, we could be so much more. Let's be more than ordinary.